What up? What up, my guys? Welcome to another show, man. Late night NBA talk with Jay, man. Talking some plays out with my guys, man. I'm looking at the card and stuff, man. I was like, I'm gonna try to go live halftime of that Grizzlies Warriors game, man. So probably go live, quick 15 minutes, talk about some games. There's three college looks on the card tomorrow as well, man. So like I say, just trying to talk out some plays, trying to get on the right side, right, man. If you like the show, hit the like button, share the show, all that good stuff, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Yeah, I saw that money line cam. Yeah, that's a little bit too high, man. William Tainer, we still got the shirts, man. JMoneyIsMoney.com, my guy. Or just shoot me a message on, shoot me a DM on Twitter, Instagram, whatever. I'm not really that good at getting back to my message, but JMoneyIsMoney.com is the easiest way, my guy. William, man, appreciate the support, my guy. Well, I see you, Mo, in the chat, man. Like he took them Hawks today. Zane Flores, I see you in the chat, my guy. David Munoz, I see you, my brother, man. Yeah, let's talk some plays out, man. Let's talk some shit out. Some looks on the card tomorrow. Let's get straight to it, man. It's all business here on the show. I'm not here to waste your time. And like I said, I appreciate you for coming through as well. I know it hadn't been the best of days. You know what I'm saying? But it was 2-1 on Saturday, 3-1 on Sunday, with 1-1 on Monday, then 1-5 yesterday, guys. So didn't have anything official today. Just let's talk some shit out. You know, I keep it real with you guys, man. But let's go over here to the streets of Charlotte here, man. Also, I wouldn't be surprised if the Warriors covered that second half, man. I'm watching. I mean, if the Grizzlies didn't cover the second half, I'm watching. I'm like, the Grizzlies kind of look better out there with Jaren Jackson Jr. running a five, and they playing defense like this is a playoff game. I know the Warriors usually turn up in the third quarter and in the second half, but the way I see the Grizzlies playing, man, I wouldn't be surprised if they won that game. So I'd lean Grizzlies second half. That's just from me watching it. But streets of Charlotte here, man. You got the Bulls laying 5.5 points here on the road, my guys, coming off that loss. They had a back-to-back. They beat Atlanta, then they lost to the Hawks. I mean, they lost to the Pacers in that one. They had a 21-point lead in that game, man. Let the Pacers come all the way back and win that one. Sounds like they were pissed in the interviews, in the post game interviews after that. You got the Hornets, so they're looking for a bounce back. The Bulls are. You got the Hornets coming in off a 4-game road trip. They were starting to play a lot better. I know LaMelo Ball has been out the last couple of games, so we'd be surprised actually if LaMelo Ball came back here. But I mean, really, why would the Hornets bring him back? I mean, he might play, but I mean, the Hornets not really trying to win basketball games here, right? So, I mean, I know me personally, I'm only looking at the Bulls in this one. They've won 6 out of the last 7 meetings versus the Hornets as well, and they're 6-1 against the spread last 7 meetings versus the Hornets as well, man. The road team is 7-3 straight up, and against the spread last 10 games in this series as well, man. So Bulls kind of been dominating this series. Looks like after that Paris trip, maybe they got a little bit closer. I'd expect, if you're betting props in this one, I expect Levine and DeRozan to go crazy. I mean, who's stopping Levine and DeRozan in this game, man? I can only look towards the Bulls in this game. They're also 7-3 against the spread last 10 games. The Hornets, run and gun type of team. They don't play a lot of defense. This is only their third home game in the last 11 games. So they've been traveling all over the place. They were at Milwaukee, at Indiana, at Toronto, back-to-back versus Toronto. Then they had a back-to-back at home versus Boston, and then at Houston, at Atlanta, at Utah, at Phoenix, and only one day of rest coming back home. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if the Bulls came out early and often and smacked up those Hornets. And another thing that you could do as well, you could just look at Bulls team total over. You don't care what the spread is. You know the Hornets don't play a lot of defense. It's going to be a run and gun type of game. We expect the Bulls to get their points. Bulls team total over should be a no sweat bet in that game, my guys. I'd be leaning Bulls early, and I'd lean Bulls full game as well. Yeah, Vucevic has been going off. That's a good look by you, Boo Boots, brother. My guys, they've been cashing with them Vucevic props. My guy Wham, Ski, they've been cashing with them Vucevic props, man. So that's a good look by you, Boo Boo. Yeah, NBA, it's been tough, guys. I want to tell you guys something, man. Shit's not meant for us to win. You see what I'm saying? It's not supposed to be easy. So I know that maybe I think I win like what did I go? What 40? What did we go? 47-14 in the playoffs last year. But still, shit's not easy, man. It's not, and it's not supposed to be made for us to win as well, guys. So I want y'all to understand it. It has been a crazy year, janky ass year, but I want y'all to understand this, that they want Like with the Nuggets today, I was just telling my girl this. They had 5 guys out, 4 or 5 guys out. They rule them questionable early in the day. They know that they're out. That's what I don't like about shit. Like the team knows that they're out. They're just gonna hold them questionable, few guys in or out, just to fuck with us, man. You know what I'm saying? So don't even get me started, man. But I can't stand it. They know if these guys are in or out. Like them yesterday, resting Butler at the last minute, lower back tightness. Come on, bro. Stop. You gotta stop that shit, man. It's just really it's comical, man. But let me get back to the outline here, man. What y'all saying in the chat? Be a little twist in the games. Yeah, then you got teams blowing leads, man, all type of shit, man. So you never know, bro. Yeah, Bulls, yeah. You're right. As soon as they post question with the line moves and all facts, man. They know that they be out as well. But I lean Bulls there. Yeah, Hornets coming off that road trip, man. The Hornets coming off that road trip only one day. I don't see how the Bulls don't have their way with them. In all honesty, guys. So I heavily lean Bulls -5. I lean them early in the first quarter as well. I think Bulls team total overs gonna get there. That's how I'm looking at it. A Bulls type of game, and I know the Bulls can play defense, but I mean I think that's an over type of line. I mean this is going to be a Bulls team total over should be a no sweat bet in that game. That's just how I look at it. Let's go over here to the streets of Boston, man. You got the Celtics land 8 points at the house versus the Knicks. Everybody's in for the damn the Kings getting smoked. They really getting smoked like that? Damn, Kings getting their ass smoked, cool boy. That's something to track, man. Last game of a homestand before a 7-game road trip. The shows that I went on today, I'm like, I don't know if the Kings gonna get it done today, man. But regardless of that, Celtics lane 8. I do know that Brogdon's off the injury report. Everybody's off the injury report. The only guy on the injury report is Marcus Smart. He's going to be out for a little while. So Horford's back, Brogdon's back, Jaylen Brown is back. Everybody's playing looks like right now, as it is right now. Never know, it could change. But Smart and Gallinari look to be out in this one. You got the Celtics looking for a bounce back here. I wouldn't bet against the Celtics in this spot, in all honesty. And it could be a early and often for the Celtics. I don't think that the Knicks can touch them. Congratulations to them. They got it done versus the Cavs. In my opinion, I think it was more of the Cavs blowing it. They had built an 8-point lead in that one, and then before you know it, poof, it was gone. But regards to that, I think this Knicks team is struggling right now without Mitchell Robinson. Still only 1-4 straight up and against the spread last 5 games. They're running into a buzzsaw going up against this Celtics team, in my opinion, man. So Celtics looking for a bounce back game. Their first game home off a little 3-game road trip, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Celtics had their way with their Knicks. It's a tad too high for me to lay with them, but personally, I wouldn't. It's one of those games where I wouldn't go against the Celtics. If they come out with a vengeance, it could be early in to the Knicks in this one, man, especially the way that they can go through some offensive droughts in this one. If the Celtics are hitting their threes, they can smoke them. If they're missing their threes and not making them, it could be a close game, guys. So I am staying off this one with a total of 226, especially no Mitchell Robinson there. I don't know how you don't look at Celtics team total over in that one, in all honesty, especially with their guys back. They're going to get to run the gun. They love playing with pace. You know what I'm saying? They don't have Mitchell Robinson out there. Celtics team total overs, man. My guy Ronald has got me on those team total overs where you don't even care about the spread. You just need them to come out there to smoke the other team offensively. See what I'm saying? Yeah, Knicks are a very weird team, man. That's the NBA, man. That's not facts, man. Yeah, you never know what you're gonna get from the Raptors, man. Yeah, that first quarter could be a good look. Jerry said he liking the Celtics in that one. Yeah, I couldn't talk you up. Yeah, Bulls cash might end up being -4.5. I don't know if it'll go down because if it's already kind of 5.5, 5. If LaMelo Ball if the only way it'll go down, in my opinion, if LaMelo Ball is in. Other than that, I can't see it. Let's see who the Bulls play next. I don't think it's a real look ahead. So they got Orlando next. They'll have a day off in between. They have Orlando on deck, so no real look ahead for them. But it is a revenge spot versus Orlando. But let's go over here to the streets of Brooklyn here, guys, because I like the Nets. You see what I'm saying? I don't like this. Like, why they laying now? The Pistons been playing some kind of trash basketball. I must say the Pistons hadn't really been balling. They're 0-4 straight up and against the spread last 4 games. 1-7 straight up and against the spread last 8 games. 2-8 straight up and against the spread last 10. So Pistons hadn't been playing the best brand of basketball, I must say, but I don't know if I'm laying 9 with the Nets here. I know it's a get right spot. Now the Nets have beaten these guys 7 straight times. But the Pistons in that span are 5-2 against the spread against them in the last 7. They're 6-2 against the spread last 8 games versus the Nets, man. The main thing why I don't like the 9, if the Nets had rest and they were already at the house, that's one thing. But I'll tell you what the Nets probably did. They went on a 4-game West Coast road trip. Then they had 2 days off. So when you come off that win versus Golden State, you can go home and rest after that because you're getting back on the East Coast. Then you just travel from Brooklyn to Philly. You see what I'm saying? So I guarantee you they probably went home. You go and play Philly. They were down by a bunch of points, by double digits. You fight tooth and nail all the way to come back in this one, right? So let's see. Kyrie played 38 minutes. He took 15 shots, went for 30 points. Royce O'Neal, 35 minutes. Seth Curry, 35 minutes as well. Nets could bounce back here offense. I feel like if you like the Nets here, you take the Nets team total overs. I think it's too many points to be given the Pistons here, guys. I know that they're ass. I know that they're tanking, but come on now. It's really one of those. It's really like the spot, just the spot alone. The Warriors came out their third quarter, man, 7-0 run. It's not surprising. But yeah, I got a hard time not thinking that the Pistons can get it done here. Nets probably get a win, but I see 4 or 5 point win by the Nets, and they're happy with it. They're happy. The Pistons can be scrappy. You see who they play. You never know. It could be a trade any day down. They are shopping Bogdanovich, but they just came off giving up 150 points versus the Bucks in that one. It was a horrible spot coming back home from the vacation. Pistons plus a 9, guys. I want to take it, man. I want to take it, man. Appreciate you, my brother, man. Love y'all as well, man. It's all love. But they know everybody gonna see how the Pistons got blowed out last game. Yeah, hey, rest and spot alone. First home game for the Nets after 5 straight home games. 5 straight road games for the Nets. They got the Knicks on deck as well, man. Rivalry game. You're not getting up to play the Pistons. I don't see them getting up to play the Pistons, but the Nets do need to stack up wins. I feel like the whole thing that with that 9, I can't get there with that 9, my guys. So it's all respect, really. It's all respect. So yeah, lean Pistons plus the 9 for me. And no one, if we like it, if you like the Nets in some type of way, take probably Nets first half team total overs, or that's what I'll be looking at in that one. The first half team total, maybe even first quarter, first half team total overs for the Nets. And when it comes to full game, even if they're up 15 going into the fourth quarter, I wouldn't trust them to cover the 9. Then I expect the Pistons make a late comeback, lose the game probably about 5 or 6 points. So Pistons, that'd be my heavy lean at game. Let's go over here to the streets of Houston, man. We got the Rockets getting 7 points at the house versus the Cavs, man. I want to take Cavs here, guys. I want to take Cavs. Mitchell isn't going to play. I can tell you that right now. He's doubtful on the injury report. I was kind of thinking, like, now are we going to get a better number when he's officially announced out? Mitchell is not yet, so he's kind of questionable. Questionable / doubtful. Donovan Mitchell is not playing this game. I can tell you that right now. Now, the Cavs have been playing their best games on the road. And have been playing good, they have been playing well on the road versus the bad teams as well. 1-8-2 against the spread last 11 road games versus a team with a winning home percentage of less than 40%. So 0-5-1 against the spread last 6 road games versus a team with the losing home record. So Cavs haven't been doing well in this situation, but this is the Rockets we're talking about, and this is the Cavs who play really good. They play really good balanced basketball. That's why they're one of the top tier teams in the NBA. Offensively and defensively, they play really balanced basketball. Now, could they overlook the Rockets? They very well could. But coming off that loss versus the Knicks, man, the Cavs are 4-1 against the spread last 5 meetings. Only 4-12 against the spread last 16 in Houston. But some of those Cavs teams were trash, and some of those Rockets teams were with Harden were good, man. I guess the trends tell me that this probably isn't a good look for the Cavs, but back-to-back spot, 3rd game, 4 nights for the Rockets. They didn't have to rest anybody, but just the way they play basketball, man. There's no real system. There's no structure there for the Rockets. They're just out there playing, guys. That shit is not finna work versus the Cavs, in my opinion, man. I want the Cavs here, guys. I want the Cavs. I agree, Jay. +9 Pistons, though. Nah, facts. Yeah, I think the Cavs gonna smack them up as well, man. I want to take Cavs minus the 7 in this one. It's 7/7.5. Mitchell will get ruled out, so in theory, should go down at least to 6.5 or something. But I have a hard time seeing the Cavs. I mean, so the Cavs have lost 3 of their last 4 games. They need to get on the bounce back. You see what I'm saying? The Rockets are a get right team. They don't play a ton of defense. I don't see how Cavs team total over didn't get there first half and full game, and I don't see how Cavs with the spread don't get there first half and full game, guys. This is a deep team. All of their guys play hard. It's not going to be much of a fight put up from the Rockets. Rockets offensively will come out there and try to ball. Defensively, they're like you can go right past them. You can go right past them. You can get right to the rim on the Rockets with ease, guys. I'm watching the game. Remember, when you're looking at possibly fading a team and they have a game the day before, watch that game, guys. I watched the Wizards rattle off like a 21-2 run versus this team, and the Wizards on the back-to-back. Kyle Kuzma had 20 points and 5 threes in the fourth quarter versus this team, running on fumes, and they go out there and shut down the Rockets and do whatever they want with them, man. This team is a G League squad, in my opinion. I think the Cavs taking them smack city, man. One top look on the card tomorrow, man. For me, it has to be the Cavs. First half full game, team total over. First half full game as well. If you take team totals, you don't even care about the spread. You just like them to go out there and take advantage of the Rockets defense here, man. So, yeah, I think the Cavs take them to Smack City. If you do like the Rockets, you maybe take them first quarter, first half, but in the second half of games, this team is not showing up whatsoever. Cavs, no real look ahead. They got OKC on day. It is the first game of a back-to-back for the Cavs. They got OKC the next night, but I can only look Cavs there, guys. The situation, bounce back spot, get right spot. The Rockets are a get right team. They don't play any defense. Like the Cavs, man, in that one. I like them there. Let's go over here to the streets of Phoenix. Got the Suns laying one ahead. I don't know what to do with this Mavs team, guys. And when I tell you this, I know we lost. It was a good spot to take them versus the Wizards, guys. I don't know what to say about this team, and they're better than this. They're playing like ass right now. I'm surprised they're even 25-24. I'm starting to low key not become I'm not a fan of the Mavs team anymore, man. Luka's starting to get super frustrated. I thought the role players would step up, man. I don't know what there's very inexcusable to lose that game by the Wizards. To the Wizards. I'm sorry, guys. So I'm all the way off this team right now. 1-5 straight up and against the spread last 6 games. Like I say, if I just feel like if they couldn't get it done versus the Wizards, I'm just all the way off them right now, man. Suns, they're playing a lot better right now. 5th straight home game, 4 straight wins so far. I'll be honest, I don't see how we don't take the Suns here, man. I'll be honest. Like, I mean, this Mavs team is a shell of themselves, guys. 3-7 straight up and against the spread last 10 games. 2-7 last 9, man. Fuck this Mavs team right now, man. Could they get it going here? Possibly. They hate the Suns. I'm so far off of them right now, man, and it's so frustrating with some of these teams, guys, because we know that they have a solid core. We know that they can ball. They just don't go. They don't go out there and put it together, man. I'm telling you, fuck around, take Suns -1.5 tomorrow, and then they'll probably try to come to play, man. I'm telling you, man. That's how this year is, man. I'm not betting this game. I want to take Suns. I'm probably not doing it, man. Suns still do have the playoff revenge. I want to take Suns, guys. I'll be honest. Mavs, Luka's starting to seem super frustrated. And guess what? He ain't gonna want to waste a whole lot of time. Hell, if his shit start going downhill, he might want out, man. He might want out. I'm not fucking with the Mavs right now, man. Yeah, the Suns getting hot. They're low key getting in the groove. I want to take Suns there. What's up, Brew Crew? I see you, my guy. I want to take Suns, guys. I do. Yeah, Luka props. Yeah, it's on 3. Yeah, line will flip Dallas -1.5 if Wood plays. I think Wood is out for a little while. Wood is out for some weeks, if I ain't mistaken. Yeah, Wood is out until early February. He's gonna be out for a while. Aiden is probable in this one. Aiden playing like trash anyway. I feel like if you like the Suns, you don't want Aiden to play. But Suns kind of playing with playoff revenge still. I lean Suns. Suns will only look, not looking towards trash ass Mavs right now. Last game up, Suns Clippers. Clippers laying 13. What are we doing? I don't care. Now the Spurs playing well. They got a 1-point lead right now at the half versus the Lakers. I don't know, man. Clippers land 13, man. It tells you right there. Just don't bet this game. Spurs could keep it close. Could the Clippers bust out here? If you want Clippers, you take them team total overs in this one. Spurs defense is ass. They're playing defense tonight versus the Lakers, which means they probably won't play any defense tomorrow. If you like something, you play Clippers team total overs. That way, you don't even care about the spread. Clippers first game home off a 4-game road trip, but the last game on they've been at the house, if that makes sense. The last game of their road trip was the Lakers, and they play in the same arena, so they kind of basically coming off a 3-game road trip. You see what I'm saying? So but they head out on the road. Let's see how many games they got. The Clippers head out on the road for this ain't a good spot. They head out on the road for a 6-game road trip after this. Atlanta, Cleveland, Chicago, Milwaukee, New York, Nets. Fuck. The Spurs. I could only look Spurs plus 13. I have a hard time. This is what the system says would to be fade the team when they're finna go on a five or more game road trip, especially when it's East Coast and their West Coast team, or if it's East Coast and their if it's a West Coast and their East Coast team. Regardless, about to go on a 4 or 5 or more game road trip, you want to fade that team. Clippers are laying 13 here. They can't be laying 13. Spurs plus 13, only way I could look. Clippers team total overs, where I could look, man. Now let's talk some college real quick. Let's talk some college real quick, my guys. Before I get up out of here, man, I'm gonna let y'all get back to the games. Some college looks that I'm looking at tomorrow, man. These are spots that what I'm saying is it's the only thing that I could look at. You see what I'm saying? 3 games, 3 underdogs as well, man. So the first one would be Michigan plus the 5.5 at the house versus Purdue, man. They've played Purdue really tight over the years, my guys. Let me see. I can't pull it up right now. I know they're 3-1 against the spread last 4 versus Purdue. Damn, it's a shit ton of games tomorrow. Okay, let's get to it. So they plus 5 at the house versus the number 1 team. So you know they finna get up. You know it's gonna be rocking in that mother. You see what I'm saying? Let's see here. Third road game out of the last 4 games for Purdue here, but you got Michigan. Let me just pull up their history real quick. So they're 3-1 now. They're 6-1 straight up. Last 7 versus Purdue. And check this: 9-0-1 against the spread last 10 versus Purdue. So I know Purdue's some beasts, but and like I say, I'm not saying that I'm betting Michigan, but these are 3 spots that I'm looking at in college basketball tomorrow. And what I'm saying is this is the only way that I can look. So I lean Michigan plus the 5. They've shown a lot of success to play well versus Purdue. I know they got Edie over there. He's the best player in the country, but they'll be surprised if Hunter Dickerson can keep up with him. I heavily lean Michigan plus the 5 there. Another spot, Portland plus the 7.5. We made a lot of money with this team last year, man. They're not the same team this year. The Portland is only 1-6 straight up and against the spread and on the road. But this is a spot against LMU, guys. They just beat Gonzaga outright as plus 16.5 underdogs on the road as well. I can tell you what these kids did. They came home and partied, man. That's what they do. Damn, the next game already run up to 6, man. I'm finna talk about it though. But Loyola Marymount land 7.5 at the house versus Portland. I don't like the spot. It should be a letdown spot from them. I heavily lean Portland plus the 7.5 in that one, and it's a revenge spot as well. LMU came into Portland earlier this year, beat them by 20 points. LMU is a streaky team. If they're hitting their threes, they can beat anybody. They're missing them. They can lose outright to anybody as well. And they have beaten Portland 8 of the last 9 times. So let's see if Portland can get some revenge there. It's a huge game from Portland, and I can really see a letdown as well from LMU. So Portland plus the 7.5 would be a look there. The other game, Arizona, they're laying 6 now. This line was at 4. It's up to 6 now. This is a revenge spot for Arizona. They just lost to Washington State on January 7th this year. They were laying 12 at the house. They got smacked up by 13 by Washington State. The only way I can look is Arizona to bounce back here, guys. So like I say, it's not something that I bet yet, but it's 3 spots that I'm looking at with significance my guys. Two dogs, one favorite. Michigan at the house plus 5 underdog. Portland on the road plus 7.5 underdog, and Arizona on the road. Looking at both of those, Portland and Arizona are revenge spots as well, my guys. But those are three spots that I'm looking at. Yeah, the Hawks did end up getting it done, which I like in NFL, man. A few more minutes. Yeah, Eagles and Chiefs. That's what I like, Greg. I'm not an NFL expert, and I hate the NFL to be honest with you, but Eagles and Chiefs, man. That's what I think. That's who I think is going to be in the Super Bowl. I wanna look. It's already going down against the number one team. It's already going down. Yeah, Eagles and Chiefs, free mind. That's what I lean, man. He owns KC. They hear that. They calling it Burrowhead and shit. They hear that, man. So you're right. They've beaten them three straight times, but just know, man, Mahomes, when the money's against him, man, Mahomes is allowed to turn up. He's the best player in the NFL, guys. So I feel like he's like the Steph Curry of the NFL, and I wouldn't bet against him. I think the Chiefs get there, man. And Mahomes didn't have on the walking boot. I saw him walking just fine, even if he's not mobile. I think the Chiefs might be able to get it done this year, man. I think it's gonna be Chiefs Eagles. That's just what I see. You don't have to listen to me, my guys. You do not have to listen to me. I don't even know if I'm gonna bet this shit. I don't have any confidence to bet the NFL. I barely even have confidence to bet the NBA right now. I don't even know if I'm betting the NFL, guys. But if I am, I want to take Chiefs like at FanDuel at that plus 105. That's the only place. I mean, DraftKings got plus 105. I want to take plus money with the Chiefs at the house. That's what I want to do, man. Even the plus one. I think he'll get there. I think the Chiefs gonna get it done, man. That's just what I think, bro. You don't gotta listen to me. But at first, I was thinking, how well is Mahomes ankle, all this, the Bengals might get it done. And then I see all the money coming in on the Bengals. I'm talking about 70-80% of the money on the Bengals. And I said, when the money's against the Chiefs, that's when they cash, man. So the money, everybody's on Bengals right now thinking it's easy. The ankle, all that. I think this is the one. We'll see, man. I like Mahomes, man. I don't like Mahomes, but I like Mahomes on Sunday, and I think the Eagles might get it done. But I'm finna get up out of here, man. I told y'all not to trust Dak. Boy, that boy cuz get paid too much. No, I'm not going through nothing. I ain't going through nothing. The only thing I'm going through is pissed off because the NBA ain't treat me right. That's the only thing I'm going through right now, my guy. It's a Andy Reid bowl. Just saying what you saying, free mind. What do you think there? The Chiefs, the Bengals are doing a lot of talking. Eli Apple, you trash. Why you even talking? You trash anyway. He said, "I'm telling you, it's Andy Reid bowl." I wonder what he's saying about that. About what you mean by that, free mind. I think the Chiefs get it done, guys. So if I make some bets, it's Eagles and Chiefs for me, guys. Both of them, spread, money line, whatever. Eli Apple trash, man. He finna get exposed. Watch. He talking like he just won the fucking Super Bowl. You still got two more games. You still got more games to play, bro. I think they're gonna lose in Kansas City. That's just how I look. I'm finna get out of here. I ain't here to waste your time, man. I'll be looking at Chiefs, Eagles tomorrow in college basketball, Arizona, Portland, and Michigan, man. I think those 3-0. I'm not even sure I'm gonna bet them, guys, but there's just three spots that I'm looking at in college basketball tomorrow, and then in NBA, the spots that I'm looking at, I can for sure is Cavs first half and full game spreads, and Cavs first half and full game team total overs. I'd have to lean Pistons at that number plus a 9, and the Nets could rest some guys. So I'm not saying you have to, but if you do like that Pistons side, you probably want to take it tonight. I think that's the highest that spread is going to get. It's only going to get lower in my opinion. There could be Curry could sit out, TJ Warren, Simmons, or Kyrie could sit out in that game. So if you do like the Pistons, you might want to take that tonight. Bulls, I can only look at Bulls heavily lean Bulls first quarter and full game, and I lean Bulls team total overs as well in that one. Celtics, I lean their team total overs as well at the house. I know it's the first game off a 4-game road trip, but they do get their guys back, mainly Brogdon and They get back Brogdon. They get back Jaylen Brown. I think the Celtics going to take them Knicks probably to take Smack City and cash their team total overs in that one. I want to lean Suns, guys. I want to take Suns with lean under in that game, but the Mavs have been playing defense. And then Spurs Clippers. Clippers about to go on a 6 game road trip. It's laying too much, in my opinion, man. They could smoke the Spurs, but if I like Clippers, I'm taking them team total overs. If I'm taking the spread, I can't lay 13 with the Spurs, especially in that spot as well, with the Clippers with their sights on a huge East Coast road trip, guys. That's the show. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. If you really do like the show, hit the like button, my guys. Share the show as well. I'm just here to bring you my looks. You see what I'm saying? I know it hadn't been the best NBA season for a lot of people, for a lot of like professionals. It's just been a crazy season, guys. But we will get there. Obviously, after All-Star break, should be a lot more clear looks in the NBA, my guys. But do I think the Warriors can come back? I don't think. I think the Grizzlies going to win this game. I said it at the beginning of the show, so I kind of got to ride with what I think, man. Yeah, but yeah, it's gonna be some great games, man. It's gonna be some great games this weekend. Y'all check out the show in the morning. If I do bet something, I'll let y'all know. But if there's one game that I do have a really strong feeling, and it's probably the Cavs tomorrow, guys. In some type of way. Team total overs is probably the look where you don't even care about the spread. They're gonna score at will tomorrow versus the Rockets, guys. So obviously team totals are not out overnight. I will be live tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern, with my guy Ronald Cobain. We'll see what looks he has. We got 6 games on the card. We'll go deep dive. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, guys. We out. Hit the like button.